Hey guys, David Carley with davidcarley.com, Entrepreneur MD on the GCTV network. So we're going to talk about the top 5 tips for exercising. A lot of tips for exercising, a lot to know, but I like to keep things simple. And if you look at davidcarley.com, we really try to simplify the process. Sometimes the simplest way is the best way when it comes to exercise. But a couple of points, let's go through the top 5 in my opinion. Number 1, you cannot Stairmaster your way to fitness, right? We see so many people when you go to the gym get on a Stairmaster at a relatively low heart rate, low to moderate heart rate for an hour, hour and a half, maybe more, who don't ever achieve the goals that they want to, don't improve their body composition, don't improve the way they look, the way they feel, etc. Some exercise is better than no exercise, but you simply cannot get your goals accomplished through purely aerobic activity. Sorry, it's just not possible, and it's not the healthiest way to do it. Number 2, you need to add resistance training. Now that can come in many forms. We are promoting traditional strength training, lifting weights. It's the fastest and most efficient way to get changes in your body to occur. There are other ways, whether it's yoga or Pilates or some type of functional training program. Lots of different opportunities for resistance exercise, but you need to have it in there, and you need to have both an aerobic and what we call an anaerobic or a strength resistance training type of activity as part of your program. Number 3, think about eating as nutrition, not diet. I want to get away from the concept of diet and think about nutrition. Why do we eat? We eat to fuel our bodies. It's like gasoline in a car. You need to consider nutrition as an important part of your exercise program. If you are missing out on it, you can do all the work in the world in the gym, and you go home and you eat a gigantic bowl of pasta followed by ice cream with chocolate sauce and God knows what else. You're simply not going to accomplish what we're after, which is improvements in your body composition. Why? Not just so you look better, so you feel better, and ultimately you're healthier, because health really is the end point of what we're trying to do here with davidcarley.com. Number 4, supplementation may be necessary, and this is an important one, and one that is personally important to me. When you look at magazines, whether it's a bodybuilding magazine or Shape or Fit or whatever, often you'll see someone in there whose body is darn near perfect. You cannot look like that without supplementation. It's not possible. I don't care who you talk to. Sometimes people have genetic superiority and it's a little bit easier. But every single one of them is ultra strict about their diet. They're all on supplementation, and they're all working incredibly hard. It's never easy for anyone. So supplements may be necessary. That can be something simple like fish oils or vitamins. Sometimes if you're over age 40, that involves hormone optimization. After our 30s, our hormone levels doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. And as those hormone levels drop, I'll use a male as an example. If your testosterone decreases, you're going to put on belly fat, you're going to start to lose muscle mass, and it's going to become 10 times harder to look, feel, and exercise and perform the way you want to. That's fixable. That's a medical problem. So it requires people like me and others who know what they're doing to correct it. But supplementation often is necessary to accomplish the goals you want, especially if you're over 35. Last one. This applies to business, entrepreneurship, the same as it applies to fitness. You got to work harder than you think you do, right? It's going to take more than you think it's going to take. When you're in the gym and you see people working their tails off, do they sustain it, or do they do it for 30 days or 60 days or maybe even 90 days and then fall off the wagon? It's a longitudinal effort that is high, that has to stay high, that becomes part of a lifestyle. And what we're promoting on davidcarley.com is a lifestyle change, not a program that you follow for 6 weeks and then you never hear from me again. It's not the goal here. The goal is to try to improve your health, improve your wealth, and then sustain them moving forward longitudinally for the rest of your life, because you're going to need those things. If you're successful as an entrepreneur, you have all this money, and you don't have your health, what are you going to spend it on? Health care. Not ideal. Not what you intended when you started that business. So let's go through them again. You can't aerobicize or Stairmaster your way to fitness. Number 2, you need to lift weights. You're not going to get big and bulky unless you do certain things. Lifting weights has health benefits. That's why we're asking you to do it, not to get big and bulky. Number 3, nutrition is the thought process, not a diet. Nutrition. You're fueling your body. What you put in it really matters. We're going to give you lots of content on that. Number 4, supplements may be necessary. Some people believe that you can get everything from diet. Questionable, and there's a lot of reasons why. We're not going to get into that now. A lot of that information is on davidcarley.com, and we'll do follow-ups. But supplements sometimes are necessary to get you where you need to be. Last, you have to work harder than you think. It's a commitment, like anything. If you provide a half-assed effort to your business, you're probably going to get a half-assed result. Same thing applies to your fitness. So it doesn't matter what your goals are, to feel better, to look better, to get bigger muscles, to thin out, to lean out, doesn't matter. You're going to have to work really hard to get there. You're going to have to work just as hard to maintain it there. So check out more on davidcarley.com. Phase 1 exercise program is available for a free download. This is a living document that will build and grow over time. We're going to continue to bring you content, continue to bring you tips to keep it fresh, keep you motivated, keep you interested. I hear too often that it's so boring to go to the gym. Well, it's not boring if you're getting results. And if you're getting results because you know what you're doing, it becomes incredibly exciting. And on the medical end of it, when I see your labs and your blood chemistries and your lipids improving and things like that because you're following the right program, unbelievably exciting, because guess what? You just improved your health, and that's what it's all about. So check out more davidcarley.com. We're going to throw some health stuff here on the Entrepreneur TV network as well, GCTV. We're going to slip that in so Cislo doesn't always catch all of them. So we're going to get some in here too for you guys. So it's not all just about business. It's about health in addition to wealth. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, thanks for the support. Good.